One.
I'm a deer in the headlights right now.
Foul tarnished. I panicked.
Are we still on that? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Kevin, quick,
I'm definitely still on it after the amount
me
of
too.
after the
Kevin,
amount of
quick.
runes I got yesterday.
Oh my god, you were telling me about that. That's insane. Kevin, quick. Are there more doors or wheels in the world?
Wheels.
Okay.
Because I have the best argument. Because think at how many functioning toy cars there are in the world.
Oh, I didn't think about I did not think about toy wheels.
And they're functioning. So I think wheels take it automatically. It's not even fucking close, you know.
Damn, that is a Hot Wheels take.
And with that, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to Amusement Mile. I am Jared and joined with Kevin as always.
Conjoined.
We're
Something like that.
Brothers, but closer.
We got a lot to talk about today, and the first of which is
I am on my phone. First of all, that is the first topic of the day because I need a new Ethernet cable because I can almost not connect to the internet.
He says almost.
Almost.
It very mitigated. But
if I time it right, I can use the internet in spurts.
Some of you will know that reminds me of your old internet.
Oh god.
Remember before you upgraded, you know?
Yep.
In the kilobyte download speeds.
Listen, we all come from low beginnings.
We all come from humble beginnings, you know. I mean, Simon's still having a tough time. He still has like in the low megabytes, which isn't as bad as kilobytes, but still, it's right, not good.
Yeah.
But you'll note the title of the stream today that Valve sent me something special. I finally have my Steam Deck.
Ooh, it looks so pretty. I can't wait. I'm going over to his house tonight. I can't wait to get it in my sweaty hands, and then Kevin's gonna have to clean it.
Oh, they sent me a cleaning rag.
Real?
They sent me.
That was just a joke. That was just a joke.
Don't want to yank off my entire computer desk.
Oh man, but yeah.
First of all,
Steam Deck came in today. We're both very excited to try it out. We'll be filming.
First of all, carrying case.
The logo's gorgeous.
Some of the carrying case. It's actually got some. It's got a holder for your charger cable. Wait, what's inside here? Something's inside here.
Silica gel, probably.
Oh, it's a little ball that a little string ball, but okay. Little cleaning cloth. This is either the cleaning cloth or it's a screen protector. I can't tell which. Might be just like a protective sleeve that they put it in. But I am super excited to try it. We're gonna try to get a deck made of Steam. Does it run on Steam? It actually does. Steam OS. We're gonna try to get the video up the following week. The week after this show.
Yep, we are filming tonight.
We're gonna film tonight. We're gonna try to get as much footage of different games running that we can. Games that both Jared and I are familiar with, or games that I don't know if I have a lot of games that like you play that I don't.
Well, I mean, if you have them, then that kind of defeats the purpose.
I know, yeah. No, I'm talking about like games that like are like Resident. I'm talking about like things like Resident Evil. Like that's a game that like you're more about than I am, you know.
That's
and,
fair.
Like The Witcher for me, you know.
Before stream, Kevin explicitly denied my request for him to buy Binding of Isaac so we can try it out on the Steam Deck. So we will have to wait until I get my hands on mine at the end of this year.
How much is Binding of Isaac?
I think it's like 45.
Is it really that much?
It's got a lot of DLC. It's huge too.
Isn't? Oh, you're talking about the complete edition.
Yeah.
Right. Binding of Isaac.
Binding of Isaac Repentance.
Repentance. I found the original. Binding of Isaac, Aftermath.
Afterbirth.
Oh, that is Afterbirth, yeah. Binding of Isaac, Repentance. Yeah, Binding of Isaac, Repentance is like $50.
But considering I've put hundreds of hours into the game, I have gotten my money's worth. Kevin, I know you will not be playing hundreds of hours of Binding of Isaac, so you do not have to buy it.
I most likely won't be playing even hundreds of minutes on Binding of Isaac.
Damn it!
But I'll find something you're familiar with that we can both speak to. Maybe I'll download Elden Ring on the Steam Deck.
You can try it.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
It might run better than my PC.
No, it actually does. Like full stop. Like full stop. Like even Bandai Namco and like Miyazaki, like the maker of Elden Ring, has said, yeah, it runs better on the Steam Deck than PC right now.
Fuck yeah.
I think it's amazing. All right, enough about the Steam Deck. We got a lot to talk about, and we want to get the content made for it. So we're just gonna get right through our regular show topics today. So first up, DDR3 supply of RAM is starting to get low. It looks like many memory manufacturers are looking to shift to DDR4 and mainly DDR5, ramping up production of that.
Yeah, because if you remember, DDR3 came out in 1999 with hit tracks like "Do It All Night," "Oh Nick, Please Not So Quick." I didn't look at the song list. This is Dance Dance Revolution third mix from '99. Keep going with
Don't
your
dance
topic.
so
I'm
quick.
Sorry.
So DDR3 came out in 2007. So I would say that I'm surprised that it lasted this long in the mainstream. But like for the average consumer, I would say that they don't upgrade their computer every 4 or 5 years or so. Like I would say that they try to keep it for as long as they can. So it makes sense that like they would have a large stockpile of this stuff. But it's finally starting to diminish. So we're going to be ramping up supply of DDR4 and 5. So hopefully the prices of those will go down. European Parliament might make batteries replaceable in consumer devices.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, the European Parliament and the MEPs there were voting on a bill to make sure that the batteries are more user friendly and more replaceable. Like
so like is that like for example like in like iPhones?
Yeah, like replaceable phone batteries. Like if you're like, because like iPhone batteries like historically have a problem of like expanding, and then like if your battery expands, that's a sign it could blow up. So obviously it would be prudent to like replace it when that happens, but for some people they don't want to go to Apple and shell out like $180 to replace a battery, right? They could just buy like they could just buy like a $40 battery off of eBay that's new, and like if they have the know-how, they could do it themselves, you know? So it's looking like European MPs are looking to press that legislation, which I think is a very good thing.
Okay. So base game is 15 of Binding of Isaac is $15. I'm reading comments right now. All hail the Jesus hair. Welcome to chat, Omega. Oh, thank you for agreeing, Koala. Appreciate it. Enjoy it while you can. Sometime this summer, I is getting hacked off. I'm finally donating my hair this summer. Yes.
Oh my. Hey, if you go to Kineticon, could potentially be a cosplay opportunity, you know?
That's true.
That is very true. So next story, YouTube Vanced. Have you heard of YouTube Vanced?
I have never heard of YouTube Vanced.
So YouTube Vanced, think of it as like free YouTube Premium. It's like a separate app for YouTube that you could download on like your phone.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Where you could have it. You don't have to pay for it. There's no ads. There is. You could download just the audio of a video so that you could play the video in the background. If you just if that's like a YouTube Premium feature. It had all the features of Premium without having to pay for it, right?
Wait, had?
It's been discontinued.
Oh.
Because this is thought to be because of legal issues, obviously, because like
it's obviously legal issues.
There's an argument to be made that it's copyright infringement and potentially piracy, because like they're taking YouTube service and making it so that they don't have to pay ad revenue to any of these creators, which I think it's how YouTube makes most of its money on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's how Google makes most of its money on there. So I would say that they had a pretty big problem
how
with that.
Alphabet makes most of their money.
Only on YouTube. Like I would say the ad revenue is like very important to Alphabet. DuckDuckGo, the famous browser, has deprioritized or downranked Russian disinformation websites, making it so that algorithms on social media websites visited through DuckDuckGo and several websites associated with Russian disinformation are less likely to be seen by users, which I think is a good thing. Like, if it's false, it's something that Facebook could take heed to. Like, if it's not true, and if it's false propaganda, then don't let people see it, because it's just gonna create mass hysteria, yada yada yada. You know, so I think it's a good thing that DuckDuckGo did that, and I don't think it's suppression of freedom of speech, because the intent is specifically to disinform people, to make sure people know less than they need to. So I don't think that's suppression of free speech. I think that is a necessary tool that DuckDuckGo has taken. So I applaud them for that. Microsoft has implemented direct storage API technology and released it to the public, so that we could potentially be seeing much faster load-in times on games on PC soon.
That's pretty cool.
Provided that you have either a PCI 3.0 or a 4.0 NVMe SSD, of course. I believe you do. You have a 3.0 one, I think. But yeah, there's no great loss if you don't have it. Your games will load in just fine without it. I feel like the marketing of new PC technology that gets released, they try to like instill a sense of FOMO in a lot of the users. They're like, if you don't get in on this right away, you're gonna be missing out. And like that's like the selling point they use to sell as much new tech as they can. But like in reality, your new computer is not worse because something new came out. So, but like it is an interesting feature. It is very cool. More Microsoft news. Microsoft is testing built-in ads for File Explorer on Windows 11, which I am not excited about.
Sorry, what?
It's testing built-in ads. One ad in an example is write with confidence across documents, email, and the web with advanced writing suggestions from Microsoft Editor. That is one of the ads. So it looks like they're going to be promoting their first-party ads. So like stuff like potentially could be promoting Xbox Game Pass in File Explorer. Potentially could be promoting Microsoft Teams, stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean,
that's weird.
I don't like it, but like we knew it was coming eventually. Like Facebook put ads in Oculus games depending on the game, so like we know it's coming eventually. Granted, this is not rolled out to all Windows 11 PCs. This is only put out in an experimental update that is rolled out to a very small number. So they're testing the idea. May not even go through, but if it is, I'm not going to be a fan of it, and I don't know anyone who should be. But we all knew this was coming eventually. Genki, the Bluetooth earbud manufacturer and Bluetooth technology manufacturer, has patented or has manufactured Genki Waveform earbuds that have the ability to connect to 2 different game consoles simultaneously.
Why would you need to do that?
That's the exact question I was going to ask. So if you're playing 2 different games on 2 different consoles, to me that would be like sensory overload. Like
yeah, no, see, I would understand if it was, say, you can connect your like the audio device to 2 different sets of Bluetooth headphones. That would be a cool innovation.
But this is the other way. This is the other way around.
The other way around doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah, it's very odd. I think it's cool that they were able to do it, like just for like
Yeah, no,
technology's
it's
sake.
definitely it is innovation. It is an example of innovation. Sure.
I just don't know anyone who would want to use it as a practical thing, you know? Not worthy of talking about for long. Mark Zuckerberg
Just
has
tattoo Geico on my arm while I sleep. Congrats on the Mountain Dew sponsorship. Oh no, my can is in
We're gonna
the
get
frame.
copyright striked.
No, 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 no!
I know. Thank you, Warner Brothers. Very cool.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
We're sponsored by Math Man.
Oh no. No, please.
No, no.
Confirmed. Mark Zuckerberg has confirmed that NFTs are coming to Instagram.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
Happy.
Very cool. Very cool. Which you know that means they're coming to Facebook too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Only a matter of time.
Audio on which one of us? Who's quiet? It might be me just because I'm talking through my phone, so.
It's the phone mic. Could be me though.
I can lean closer if that helps.
Hello.
I can do the rest of the stream like this. You can see my sweaty face.
Like, besides the obvious turning my laptop up, it's at 100. Let me know. I turned your gain up remotely.
Okay.
That should be better. Okay. Moving on. Netflix.
Max the settings and scream destroy Koala's laptop speakers.
You know, if I screamed, my mic would do the thing mics do when they're like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. Netflix is apparently planning to crack down on password sharing different accounts outside of your household, because it is known that people who have Netflix accounts often give their password or account information to people that are close to them who are not necessarily family or live in their household, and they give it to them so that they can watch Netflix for free, or at least so that they all watch on one account. Netflix is reportedly searching for a way to bill you for the additional people watching. It's not clear what the new cost could be, although some quotes have been $2.99, although that quote was in Costa Rica. Another quote came in at $2.11 in Peru, but there's no set pricing yet. And I think it's because, one, Netflix is hemorrhaging money right now because they're taking losses because they're working on like refining their a lot of their new projects.
Yeah.
Like I just sent you something the other day, like it was like the Resident Evil live action series that they're trying to do.
Yep, it's coming out very soon. They're wrapping that up in a nice bow.
It's coming out in July. So like and like I could tell you right now, not from experience, but I could tell you, a lot of people password share their accounts. A lot of people do. Like I know it for a fact. Like that was the thing when I think we were kids. Like we would hear, oh, do you want my Netflix password? Like so you can watch this, whatever. Because at that point Netflix was like the only streaming service that was out. You know, like it was before everything. But yeah, I could tell you for a fact that like that's how a lot of people get Netflix. Last tech topic for the day. AMD has released Fidelity FX Super Resolution 2.0 and aims to compete more closely with NVIDIA DLSS. They have also launched Radeon Super Resolution, which is sort of FSR at a driver level, so that it is integrated directly with the GPU and not just through a software interface like Fidelity FX Super Resolution. Hopefully, this will translate to better quality while also maintaining better frame rates in games. I have not tested this myself, and we won't be able to for a while because AMD has not announced a release date for FSR 2.0. However, Radeon Super Resolution is out now in a driver for all you AMD graphics card people out there. So make sure if you have an AMD graphics card, you update your drivers, because that could potentially give you better performance in games, as well as just give you an overall smoother gaming experience. So I would do that if you have an AMD card. Reggie Fils-Aime does not
The
believe...
man, the myth, the legend, barges in, former president and COO of Nintendo, barges into the room, calls out Facebook for not being innovative and essentially being a leech and a follower, does elaborate, leaves. Absolutely insane. So in a recent interview, Reggie, he spoke to Emily Chang from Bloomberg during SXSW. He stated that he doesn't believe that Facebook should be leading the charge when it comes to this like online metaverse. He said they are not innovative by nature. They have just assimilated a lot of things underneath them, being Oculus and Instagram, to name two, and as well as being a quick follower on trends. He elaborated that the quote-unquote digital future so many people are striving towards, he feels is going to be led by the much smaller companies that are actually doing the innovation, quoting Epic Games as doing really compelling things. So, yeah. He also had stuff to talk about on like, this isn't the end. After Microsoft purchasing Activision Blizzard, he's like, this is not the end. There's no doubt that it's the end.
No doubt in my mind.
But yeah, we love Reggie. I've loved him forever. I miss him.
I miss him. We all miss him. It's important to note he was a former CEO of Nintendo of America, not Nintendo in general.
Nintendo of America. That is correct. He was also on the board of GameStop for a while, but I don't believe he's there anymore because he was literally like too cool to hang.
Yeah.
Where he wasn't impressed by how GameStop was handling things, and he wanted to make a lot of changes, and everyone was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, he had a lot of cool ideas. I mean, he is innovative, so I understand.
Yes.
EA, Gearbox, and Microsoft signed an open letter opposing Texas's anti-trans bill. What was the name of the bill? Do we not have a name for the bill? Oh, I believe this is... I know what bill this is referencing. There was legislation passed in Texas recently, or I don't know if it was passed. It was definitely proposed, but I don't know if it passed the House. Oh no, it did. Okay. So what this anti-trans bill did in Texas was that it makes it so that parents who provide gender-affirming care for trans children are mandated by the state of Texas now to be investigated, like the parents of the children. If you're a parent providing gender-affirming care to your trans child, the parents of that trans child are now required to be investigated for child abuse. That is
so fucked up.
For child abuse. And I don't even know what to say other than that this is awful and this shouldn't have happened. And that's
all I can the only thing that comes to mind is, if you didn't tell me the state, I would have guessed Texas.
Texas or Florida, one of the two. I know don't quote me on this, but I have seen reports that the federal government is looking to sue the state of Texas over this, saying that it's discriminatory.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, I believe so. This is due to Texas Governor Greg Abbott's order. Like, oh no, it wasn't a bill; it was an executive order that he signed. So this was because of him. Yeah, called for child protective services to CPS to investigate families of transgender children who are receiving gender affirming health care for child abuse. And it's important to note that 65 companies, not just EA, Gearbox, and Microsoft, 65 companies, including them.
I was looking at the list.
65 companies, including those 3 game studios,
yeah,
have outright condemned the policy and have asked Abbott to reverse it.
Apple, Ben and Jerry's, IKEA, Lush, Macy's.
Yeah. If you're anything other than a cisgender white male living in Texas or Florida, it must be other hell on earth to live there. Like,
I can't imagine it.
It really must be. Like, I can't imagine. My heart goes out to all the trans families in Texas right now. And with Florida, and like all the LGBTQ families in Florida right now as well, with the Don't Say Gay bill that just got passed. Like, it's just awful out there.
Buying a pink shirt for a kid could be considered gender affirming care. Oh.
Since
it's
when?
Yeah, it's exactly what you said. It sounds like hell.
Yeah.
This doesn't sound real. It's awful.
Yeah, it's illegal to call a child a different name than what's on their birth certificate because of this law. Yeah, it's awful. It's no, nobody even voted on this. This was an executive order that Abbott signed. He was like, no, I'm making the executive decision that this is legislation that should be enacted. Yeah, it's just
that has drained all of my energy,
and this is why it's important for people in Texas. I've seen, and this is why young people like Gen Z, that generation, it's so important for them to like speak up about this. And I have seen so many walkouts of high schools and like middle schools because kids are fed up. They are done. They are done with policies like this. And it's important to get people like Governor Greg Abbott out of office because he cannot be trusted to look over his state, because he is obviously serving himself. He is serving people who look like him and people who think like him and no one else. That is what it comes down to. I wonder if I can find. Could you do me a favor? Could you find a link to the Trevor project, and post it in the chat?
Yeah.
Because if you guys can, you should donate to the Trevor Project, which is like nonprofit organization for I believe homeless and struggling LGBTQ youth. And they do great work. They're a very important organization. So just if you could look for that, and if you could paste that in the YouTube chat, that'd be great.
I just did.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so if you guys can donate to that, please be sure to. Because like,
I am looking into it.
Mm-hmm. Because if you can't, that's okay. Like, I know many's tight, but now is when like marginalized groups are being oppressed the most. So like now is the time to like not only vote with your dollar, but vote with your vote. You know, this is why it's important to get out to the polls so that people like this aren't in office, because then they can't do things like this. All right, soapbox over. Moving on. A new action RPG, Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, revealed.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's coming to Xbox Game Pass day 1. It's from Kepler Interactive. They've done some other stuff that I liked. Not sure. I'm blanking right now of what else they've done, but I'm pretty interested in it. It looks like a cool action RPG. We don't have a release date yet for it, but all we know is that it's coming to Xbox Game Pass day 1. And it looks pretty cool, like, just looking at it. Like, I love RPGs. Big RPG fan. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. So go check it out. Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn. Pretty cool looking game. Tencent is now the exclusive developer of System Shock 3, the long-rumored and long-awaited System Shock 2 sequel. Has been in development for a few years now, I think since 2019. Other Side Entertainment, which is the original game studio that developed the original 2 System Shocks, hasn't worked on System Shock 3 since 2019. And it is clear that in 2020, Other Side transferred development of System Shock 3 over to Tencent Studios. It's unclear why. It might refer to the time frame of the development cycle, or it might be the workload was just too strenuous on Other Side Studios. So, but hey, whatever companies need to make something work and get a good game out there, and as long as they treat their work as well. I should say that too. I didn't think I had to say that, but apparently I do, because some companies don't. All right, you should read this next one. This is pretty cool.
Yeah. Any new games from Golden Mushroom Studios? Oh yeah, they're working on this new choose your own adventure horror game called Until Dusk, with story co-opted by R.L. Stine and Stephen King. That's what they're working on. Are you happy? Sorry, Kevin. We have not recorded our video on Glover yet, but we will get into that.
Oh, Violet, you never have to apologize for getting passionate about something.
Yes, absolutely. And that's absolutely what he's doing. He's just protecting his stance with his demographic, and he's securing his spot in office. Which is why we need to vote more now than ever.
Because Texas is a Republican state, right? Like, the people that put him in office are the people who think like him. Like, for the most part. Like, you have like Democratic like areas like Austin, which is probably the most Democratic city in Texas, right? But like by and large, most of the state is a Republican population, you know. But that's why it's so hard for like people who have liberal views to move to places like Texas, because it's nothing that reflects who they are and who they want, or who they want in office. But like there's no without the people there, without the votes, no change is going to happen. Like, this is going to keep happening, and that's what's unfortunate about it. But you never have to be you never have to apologize for getting passionate about something. I like especially when it comes to like human and civil rights. especially
that is something that you should be passionate about.
Yeah. That is something that everybody should be passionate about.
Sorry, Texas legislation.
Yeah. Sorry, Texas and Florida. Sorry. Do you want to talk about number 5?
Yes.
So, do you want me to get you started?
Yeah, like give me a little blurb to go in.
So, an Elden Ring hacker, who was famous for hacking the Dark Souls trilogy games, is now back for more. He is now running rampant in Elden Ring, soft banning players.
Yep, soft banning players. So, not only he is up. Malcolm Reynolds is up to his usual antics, invading players and beating them with hacked and becoming unbeatable spells. But not only that, now he is added to his arsenal of adding items into the defending player's inventory that were only intended to be used in development.
Mm-hmm.
And when the defending players respawn after being killed by Malcolm, the game will register that they have illegal items in their inventory and soft locking them, only allowing them to play online with other cheaters.
Oh no.
Now, Reynolds has said that he is forcing players into digital exile to make a point to From Software, saying like he's basically painting himself as like the necessary evil where he is trying to force From Software's hand to have better anti-cheat software. However, he has a YouTube channel where he uploads these clips of him invading people and making fun of the people he is ruining the Elden Ring experience for. So I wouldn't really call that last 30 seconds of what I just said necessary to a necessary evil, but yeah, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
I get where he's coming from. I get that it's like you could see it as like a just cause, not like a Just Cause 3, because Just Cause 3 was good.
More like a Just Cause 4.
Yeah. Which was still kind of bad, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I digress. It's Malcolm Reynolds is now like asking to be caught. He's like, try to stop me from doing this. So he's like, he is calling From Software to action.
I think the point he's trying to make is that like they don't care about the PC platform, like comparatively to their console like home
And
bases.
we can see it. Kevin and I both play on PC, and we can see it.
We definitely see that. We don't get as much support from From Software as like console players do. Like they don't support it as well. There's way more inconsistencies like technical wise. But is it fair to say that in order to get their attention, you're banning other players from the game? Like I don't think that people who weren't involved in this, if the thing that you're trying to justify is banning players, but you're serving it so that like you can like make it a better space for the same players overall, like it's such a like a dissonance with like your own belief system. Like it's weird.
Yeah.
Moving on. Someone modded Sifu with Agent Smiths as all the enemies and Neo as the main character, recreating the iconic Matrix Reloaded Agent Smith fight scene in Sifu. And it is amazing. If you haven't seen the Matrix Reloaded, look up the fight scene. And it's so cool. It's so cool to actually watch. As a Matrix fan, I watched this. I was like, "This is so fucking cool. This is so great." Cause like the whole point of Sifu is like you're like a kung fu master, right? Like a big martial.
Oh, this is fucking fun. This is fun as hell.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it. And then you're just Neo and you like it's amazing, dude.
Like I'm watching this clip like actually with like no sound because it's playing through my headphones, but I'm talking on my phone, so I don't have my headphones on today. So you can see my ears. Free content from my only ears.
Oh.
But I can hear Burly Brawl playing in my head.
I love it. So we got some Devolver Digital news, and I know that's a favorite game studio of yours.
Devolver.
Would you like me to get started?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll talk about the next one.
Devolver Digital is Devolver Digital's co-founder is starting a new studio with a focus on games that improve mental health of players. Mike Wilson, the co-founder of Devolver Digital, is making a habit of turning career disillusionment into hope via IGN. This is a guy who's been very outspoken about the efforts to create a good game studio, create good development relationships with publishers and stuff like that. He also has joined the board of a gaming mental health charity called Take This, and I think this is a good step in the right direction. Games that focus on improving your mental health are like something that like I think everyone could benefit from. You could argue that like for some people games are a form of therapy, like a form of like mental therapy that you do.
Absolutely.
Because like a lot of people resort to like just like calling it like boilerplate escapism, But I think that's a bit reductive. You know, I think like it's not only stimulating for the mind, but it can be an outlet for whatever type of like aggression, depression, like any pent up trauma emotions you have, for you to like throw yourself into, and like for you to like have a healthy coping mechanism rather than like a toxic one. So I think that's very good that the co-founder, that Mike Wilson is doing that. Very good.
Yeah.
You want to do this one, right?
Yep. So back in 2007, there were like rumors, like images circulated of a portable GameCube with like a flip up screen, and like you insert the disc in the bottom, and there was like it looks like a huge Game Boy Advance SP with like the entire GameCube controller layout on the bottom instead of just the D-pad and B and A. It was fake.
It was not real.
It was not real. However, on March 11th, the Twitter page at Ginger of Mods posted a video saying, "You know that fake GameCube portable that has floated around the internet for 15 years? Well, I got tired of it being fake. It's real now."
That's amazing.
This individual has recreated almost like to a T of what the fake image looked like. Recreated an actual portable GameCube.
I love it. It's amazing.
And it shows them playing a few, like clips of them playing a few games. Like Wind Waker was one of them, I believe I saw. Yeah, the GameCube is portable, but you can't play it on the go. It does have a handle for ease of transport. But how are you going to play it transporting it to your friend's house?
Although, like,
Riddle me this.
Now that we have this thing,
Batman.
emulation is a thing.
This is the golden age of emulation.
They say the Steam Deck is like an emulator's wet dream. Like, yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. So that's fucking awesome. I don't know. I don't believe they're making it for sale. I'm assuming if they sell it, it is going to be a like bidding. If they start a bid on it, it is going to get ludicrously high.
Isn't it on Kickstarter?
If it's on Kickstarter, that's incredible. But while you look that up, in just over 2 weeks, Elden Ring has already sold 12 million copies worldwide. An incredible achievement. Absolutely massive.
Less than 3 weeks out.
Yep. Huge milestone in like the first in the first month is still going. Let's see what else. Quick things.
Not on Kickstarter.
It is not on Kickstarter.
Definitely should be. I would back that.
I would back 100%. it. I would spend like 200, 250 on that. Absolutely.
Yeah, GameCube is portable. It has a handle. Yeah, it does have a handle. I think that was more so if like you wanted to bring the GameCube over to like a friend's house or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was talking about that a little earlier.
Yeah.
And
did you
Konami...
did you know that the GameCube actually had like an online connection?
Maybe.
So if you open up the bottom of your GameCube, you'll see that I'm right. You'll see that this is a thing. I didn't know this until a few years ago, and I actually cracked one open. You open up like one of the bottom compartments of your GameCube, right? And there's a little slot in there. It's not an Ethernet port. It's a phone cord port. Because dial-up was a thing back then. You would plug your phone cord port so you couldn't call anybody while you were playing GameCube. But you could have an online connection, and you could plug your phone cord into the back of your GameCube, and you could be playing GameCube online in 2003.
That's awesome.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. I got sidetracked. So another quick one. Konami has renewed the trademark for Silent Hill, fanning the flames of a rumored reboot. Now, they may have renewed the trademark for Silent Hill, but they still do not own the rights to SilentHill.com.
That's so funny.
We talked about it previously, but SilentHill.com is just a blank screen that features a tweet from Silent Hill 2 and 3's art director saying that he regrets designing Pyramid Head. That's all SilentHill.com says. So if they get that back or not, we'll never know. All right. Take it away, Penny.
Take it away, Penny.
Okay, I see you putting me on the spot after gaming.
Yeah, right. Yeah, do your best. Hold on.
Okay, I'll start preparing now.
I refreshed the page. Did you? Oh, okay. Elden Ring update. Okay, I'll talk about this a bit. You haven't seen this yet. I've actually witnessed this update. I don't know what the update was for today, but Elden Ring has received a major patch across all platforms, which fixes a number of bugs. Not frame rate stuttering, because I still experienced that last night. And it adds new content, or fleshes out previously unfinished content. It's added new phases to NPC quest lines for Dialos, Nephililu, Kenneth Height, and Gatekeeper Gastic, and has also added new NPC summons to certain boss fights. It's not clear if these quests are brand new or closed off quest lines for characters that previously weren't complete, but that remains to be seen. A new NPC altogether has been added, Jar Bairn. A small living jar character that can sometimes be found in North Jarburg. It's amazing. So we have Pop Friend, and now we got Jar Bar. So great. One great feature, one much requested feature that they finally added was the ability to track NPCs that you've already encountered and to see where they move to.
That's huge.
I saw it on the map. I was like, wait, I don't have to guess where they are now? That's great. Players also see that it's now easier to upgrade their weapons because smithing stone drop rate has been increased, and upgrade material such as smithing stones has been added to some of the merchants' shops.
Sweet.
Another player items, weapons, and sorceries have also been made more effective to use, alongside many bug issues and general performance upgrades that have also been issued. So big upgrade for Elden Ring. Very, very, very cool. Sega Genesis games have been new ones have been released for Nintendo Switch Online. 3 new games have been released, specifically Super Fantasy Zone, Alien Soldier, and Light Crusader. I personally have never played those games. But like for any old school Sega Genesis fans out there, that might be good news for you to know. Sniper Elite 5 has received a release date, launching on May 26th, coming to Xbox Game Pass day 1. So that's pretty cool. I still haven't finished Sniper Elite 4. Maybe I'll play it on the Steam Deck. Maybe that's the thing. Alright, your turn.
So, Supermassive Games have revealed a new IP, The Quarry, which is they quoted as a spiritual successor to one of my favorite games, Until Dawn. Is launching June 10th, which is very soon for an initial announcement. I need to watch the trailer because I'm reading this article saying, because I didn't hear about this, but we're far enough into the stream. I'm very fucking excited for this. It says, this article is saying, just with Until Dawn, the cast is made up of a lot of recognizable faces. So I need to watch the trailer just to put names to faces, or like faces to faces from other things, I guess.
Faces to voices, rather.
Yes.
While you do that, I'll wrap up the last couple topics we have. Mario Kart 8 has received the first 8 of its 48 new DLC courses. They'll be rolling them out in spurts, sort of in waves. and it's received the first 8 of the 48 new ones that it has planned to release.
Holy shit, Brenda's song is in this.
Yeah.
From Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and Dollface.
Yeah.
Most recently.
Yeah, she grew up. Gran Turismo 7 was unplayable for almost an entire day due to server outages, meaning that players that even in offline mode couldn't even play and save their progress. And that was kind of fundamentally unacceptable, considering considering that the game only launched like 2 weeks ago. Like, that's rough. These games, man, like, sometimes they just need to delay a game. Like, there's no shame in delaying a game again. Just don't deliver a game if it's not ready to release. And finally, we have received news of the new Hogwarts Legacy RPG that is coming out. The new action RPG that is out is targeting a release window for holiday 2022. Game features wizards or students at Hogwarts that are in their 5th year of wizarding. You can join one of the 4 main houses. The game includes a talent system in which you can upgrade specific skills such as stealth, and various RPG elements otherwise were implemented. I've seen gameplay footage. Looks pretty cool. I might pick it up when it comes out in holiday, but when it comes out in the holiday season. But remains to be seen. I'll have to see more of it. But yeah, new Harry Potter game coming out. We haven't gotten one of those in a long time. I think the last thing we got was technically the Lego Harry Potter game. The Lego Harry Potter, like years 1 through 7 or something like that.
Dog, I'm looking more into the quarry right now. It looks so good.
We don't have a release date, right? They just confirmed it was a
No, it's coming June 10th.
Oh, is it really? I didn't even see a
so
release date.
soon, dude.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I just closed my whole tab in excitement. Give me a second. I need to pull the doc back up. Okay, while I'm doing that, just a little bit of anime news. Last night I got to catch Jujutsu Kaisen Film Zero opening night in AMC theaters. Absolutely incredible movie. It was fairly short, but it was only a one-shot chapter, so I didn't expect it to be this long, crazy thing.
It was like an hour and a half, something like that, right?
Yeah, it was just under an hour and a half. So there was, that being said, not a lot of dead time. It was like there wasn't moments where you're like, what, like, why are we doing what we're doing right now type of thing. Like, everything kind of had a purpose. So just a quick spoiler-free review. I recommend seeing the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen for context, because characters, it takes place a year before the show, but you see characters that appear throughout season 1, and you get to see like the light, like you get to see them in a different light of who they were when, like, say they were first year students as opposed to second year students. The main character of the movie is a character we have not been introduced to yet in the anime. It's shown that they are a second year at the school, but they're away doing something. Like, they're not at school at the moment. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, it sets up that character, what their whole deal is. Timed very well with like the Western release for this movie was timed very well with the newest chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen to release, because it lined up perfectly with like what's going on in this movie is finally being revealed as like present day canon. So like if you haven't read or seen chapter 0 or film 0, you the chapter that released the day of the movie is the first time you'd actually be seeing what this character is all about, like their like technique. So yeah, watch Jujutsu Kaisen season 1 and then go see the movie, because if not for incredible animation, because Mappa absolutely killed it. Which leaves me like, it eases my stress of if they can do a good Attack on Titan movie or not, because anime with a movie budget goes hard. Soundtrack was incredible, just like the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Always
yep,
goes
that
hard.
is my spoiler-free review.
Pretty good. Awesome.
They all die. It was the butler. Harry Potter was the 7th Horcrux.
Okay. We'll get you guys out of here with what to watch and play this weekend. I know what I'm gonna be playing. Doesn't matter what. It's just where I'm gonna do it. So first off with games, we got The Cruel King and the Great Hero is out on Nintendo Switch and PS4. Dawn of the Monsters is out on PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. The new Grand Theft Auto, the next gen upgrades are out for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. Phantom Breaker Omnia is out for PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. Tunic is out on PC, Mac. You don't see that every day. Xbox One and Xbox Series X. Anno Mutationem is out on PC, PS4, and PS5. Dark Deity is out on Nintendo Switch. Gal Gun Double Piece is out on Nintendo Switch. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is out on PC, PS4,
Persona
and
4
Nintendo
Arena,
Switch.
nice.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, yeah. Shredders is out on PC and Xbox Series X and S.
Is that a skateboarding game?
I'm unaware. Snowboarding. You were close.
Okay.
Siberia: The World Before is out on PC exclusively. And Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin is out on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S.
Yeah, I just got a Snapchat this morning of my buddy who works at Walmart showing it on the shelves, and I was like, "Ooh, shit!"
It sets up a new, like a recreation of the original Final Fantasy.
Super fucking cool.
Pretty cool.
All right, we have for movies. We have Attic.
Nope.
It's a short horror movie. Mysterious events start happening in Austin's house. Don't go to Austin's house.
Don't go to.
What are you doing? Don't go. You have a friend named Austin? Don't go to his house. Sorry if there's anyone named Austin in the chat. Sorry, but shit's going on in your attic, bro. Get it figured out. Figure it out. We have The Toll. It's a dude standing by like a toll gate. We have The Lacerated.
I don't like that title.
Which show the movie poster is just like car keys in like a weird shadowy hand. So that's another spooky movie. We have Deep Water with Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas on Hulu. And today we have the full release of Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
Nice. Sounds pretty good.
That was it for movies.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good. All right. So, get you guys out of here with TV. First up, we got a new season of DMZ out on HBO Max. We have a new season of Minx out on HBO Max, following a new season of Jellystone on HBO Max. A new season of Below Deck Down Under is out on Peacock. A new season of the Curious George animated series is out on Peacock. I didn't know they rebooted that.
Oh yeah, I watched a movie, a Curious George movie.
Oh, you did?
With my girlfriend's kids.
Nice.
It was very fun. I actually enjoyed myself.
Curious George was a great cartoon as a kid. Call Me Cat is out on Fox. Welcome to Flatch is out on Fox. New season. I don't know. New season of Soil is out on Netflix. Soil.
I don't like the connotations behind that. I hope it's talking about dirt.
I think it's talking about dirt. I think there also is a show called Dirt, though. I think there's a game called Dirt. It's a racing game.
That.
Great performances, movies for grown-ups with AARP the magazine is out on PBS. That's a long title. It's a special. New season of Human Resources is out on Netflix. A new season of Light the Night is out on Netflix. A new season of Krakow Monsters is out on Netflix. A new season of Life and Beth is out on Hulu. A new season of We Crashed is out on Apple TV Plus, and a new season of The Newsreader is out on Roku. And that is all we have for you guys. So, without any further ado, I'm going to be spending all my time downloading as many games onto this as I can, and going to the bathroom because that's the best place to play it.
It's pee time.
It's pee time
with the Steam Deck.
Actually, you could even, if you drop this thing in the bathtub, I will cry.
I'm not gonna take a bath with it. Are you kidding me?
I'm not talking about you specifically, but like if anybody drops theirs in the bathtub, if that was me, I would cry. I would sob.
I thought you were adding me. Like, I'm not gonna take your Steam Deck.
No.
I'm not gonna take your electronic child into the bathtub.
My electronic child. You could argue that like all the machines that I take care of are my children. Never mind. I sound like a cult leader when I say that.
I was about to say I would have followed that up with saying, and I've played with all of them, and I would sound like a pedophile. Yeah. So
okay, we both have. Right, we both.
Let's stop digging ourselves into this grave. Goodbye. We'll see you all next week. Thank you so much for being here.
Same time, same channel. Expect the video of the Steam Deck, our Steam Deck review, going up this following week. So, see you guys next week. Same time, same channel, same show.